Good morning, everyone. Alessandro Piovesan from the silo at the magnificent Hunt Hill Farm. I gotta say it every day, magnificent indeed. And rain fall outside, rain fall. I love the rain. It just brings life. And water for me is life, and life is awesome. So yes, I love the rain. On top of the fact that if you know me enough by now, every time it rains, something unexpectedly awesome happens to me. Expectedly awesome things happens every day here, every day. But when it rains, we get some extra unexpected awesomeness happening, and I just love it. Wake up here and hear the raindrops falling on my head. This is what I was trying to remember. Because we're pretty close from the roof here on the second floor, so you can hear everything, and then it falls, and it's so nice. I like it. I like it a lot, and I guess you can see it, right? And talking about, I guess you can see it. I got the feeling. How are you feeling today? How's your head? How's your heart? How's your mind? Are you inspired? Excited? Hmm? To make today the best day of your living? Best day of your life? The best day you ever had? Yeah? It takes time. It takes effort. And if you're here watching this video and seeing the stuff, at least you might be just looking for some options or, really try. And recommend you to keep going, keep doing, look for resources and tools and stuff that can help you shape your head, tune your brain and your mind so you can live the best life ever. It's all about you, and you're totally capable. You have everything you need, right? When you were born with everything you need, and some things you don't need also, but you got everything you need to really make the best of this life, this awesome gift you're getting. But it's a puzzle, so you need to be able, to figure out how the pieces come together. And for me, for example, it's taking decades, right? I'm turning 50 now, and I'm still learning a lot of stuff. Actually, now I'm learning so much more stuff that I thought I had already learned kind of almost everything I needed or I had it to, but I didn't. Surprise! I'm learning new stuff here. I took this quote from Thomas Edison today, right? They say many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. And it's true. I mean, it could be true, right? Look at him. Thomas Edison said that he, let's call fell, right? But I don't think he fell. He tried 1,000 times before he was able to make the light bulb work. And the journalist asked him, said, "How do you feel by failing so many times before you made it work?" And he simply said, "I did not fail. I actually succeeded discovering 1,000 ways on how it's not going to work." See that? I mean, you cannot really fail until you choose to give up trying. There are a lot of entities today, especially in the education field and all that stuff, that is adopting that notion of freedom to fail. Freedom to fail. I find it horrible because you don't fail just because you're trying. You're experimenting something that you don't know, right? So I just don't like that whole idea of failure this way. Because some kids don't really take that well. Say, "Oh, I don't want to fail. I don't want to do this. I don't want to lose," and this and that. So I have friends who actually use this kind of terminology too in their courses and stuff. Yesterday, I was having a conversation with a friend about those things. How you express your opinions, and people have to accept other people's opinions and stuff. And it's kind of interesting because the post that my friend did was actually talking about that. We don't necessarily need to accept other people's opinions. We can hear their opinions and be free enough to have our own and disagree with that, but it's just an opinion. So you keep yours, I keep mine. We can share them, but not necessarily attack each other because we have different opinions. For example, some of these organizations that adopt this whole freedom to fail kind of message that I personally disagree entirely. Never use that. But that doesn't mean that I won't bring my kids to take classes and stuff because the product, the concept, the curriculum, the stuff is all amazing stuff. But if I was not able to respect my friend's opinion about how he wants to promote his endeavor, I would prevent my child from taking an awesome class somewhere. It's just an opinion. I don't agree, period. I rather say, freedom to try, freedom to keep going, freedom to reinvent, freedom to whatever, not freedom to fail. I do not believe in this kind of statement. I think it's too, I don't know. Again, it's just my opinion. And I like the way Thomas Edison twisted the stuff. Say, no, I found 1,000 ways of how it's not going to work. So that's how he succeeded on that side. Of course, you keep trying, you keep going. But how many of us give up on something that could be really meaningful, really awesome for our lives just because we give up? With no reason. Or sometimes we're just tired or we think it's not going to really happen. It could be that this is not really what you want to do. It's not really what you want to achieve. So then you don't fail, you give up, you just, change your mind and go somewhere else, which is fine. But when you give up from something that you really want, you really dream with, you really desire, but you think is, maybe I'm going to dream of something else because this is too hard, that could be a failure because you're really choosing not to fight for something that you believe is worth to make you happy or fulfilled. That for me is a failure. When you give up because you don't want to fight, because you simply give up. I'm not going to do it. Doesn't matter. Screw it. Yeah, I'm going to go down the hill. It's totally possible. So I like this quote a lot. On my thought of the day today, I'm saying this. You are the only person capable of reaching your own happiness. Never allow your life to follow a sad or wrong path. Decide where you would like to go in life and work like a madman to get there. I don't know what else to say because, like I say every day, yesterday, about the doctor, the situation, and the medication, and you choosing to take it or not to keep going and to get better. So this is the same. You are the one that holds the power to achieve your happiness or your fulfillment or whatever it is that you are looking for in life. No one have the power to deliver that to you. You know what I'm saying? It's too particular. It's too yours. Of course, there are always going to be people, oh, what makes me happy is a boatload of money. Yeah, okay, so here's a bag, a boatload of money. When you run out of this money, then what is it? Are you going to be unhappy again because you ran out of the money? Or you're going to take this money, you're going to be able to have all the wits and skills and stuff you need to multiply and make that money work for you? I mean, what is the actual purpose at the end of the rainbow? Because it can't be money, right? Just having a boatload, a house full of money. I think it's the things that money can buy. So then you can feel fulfilled or happy or whatever that is. But there are other ways that you can get things done. There are so many alternatives for so many things. But at the end of that day, is everything here in your head, the capabilities that you need, the tools, everything starts here, inside of your head, with your thoughts, with your actions and ideas. Sometimes we willingly drive towards darkness. Some people do this because they're looking for attention. Some people do this because they're just there. They don't care. They give up. And it's complicated. It's very difficult to maintain focus in your life and maintain, your head straight and things going nicely when life and living are combined. So you're here and you're living your life, and every day is happening. There are so many things we need to focus, especially if you're in survival mode. If you're in victim mode, then forget about it. There's really hard to find that strength to believe in yourself and get out of that gutter. It's simply going to come to that point where enough is enough and you're going to make that decision. Am I getting out of here and shaking up and moving, or I'm going to stop and give up completely? This is the time where anything good, any signs of possible improvement, because at this point you're not even considering happiness or anything anymore. You're so deep down the gutter, the mud is all over the place that you cannot even breathe anymore. It's all covered in that. Ugh. So at this point, you don't believe in happiness, you don't believe in human beings, you don't believe in anything. All you want is maybe be able to keep breathing a little more, or just don't have all this crap on you. A little improvement. And once these little improvements start coming out of a tremendous desperation of you trying to find something to keep you going, if you are aware and if you really want it and paying attention, you will see it. Because when we are down that gutter, when you're down that deep, it is so hard for us to realize and sometimes to even accept help or goodwill from others, because you're so hurt, you're so scared, and you're so pragmatic at this point that you can let it pass and don't realize that the help that you've been looking for or the opportunity you've been looking for is right staring you in the face. But another problem we have is sometimes we create in our mind the way this help should come, how it should come, or otherwise I'm not going to take it. And it should be the opposite. We should be open to accept what's good, to accept the good vibrations, to accept the positive influences and turbulences that can help us or lead us towards the living of our dreams. Because if we're not open, it comes to a point where you just have to close your eyes and feel that vibration. And you will be able to realize if it's good and if it's not. You're going to have that connection with the vibration to allow your guts, right, to tell you, to communicate with you. And developing this connection with yourself, becoming your best friend, was tremendously important for me when I was in the process of maturing, growing, getting out of the mud and the mess that I was. I was only capable to start developing this after Paulo Cruz gave me an opportunity that saved my life and start feeding my head with a lot of stuff. He kept myself so busy reading philosophy and big, thick books. Because if you're nothing to think about, you're going to start thinking about crap. So here, every day, you sit here and you read an hour or hour and a half of this book. And God damn it, you look at that library and the books are all this thick and huge and go from Plato, from Descartes and Nietzsche and all these guys. I love Nietzsche, by the way. And so occupying and feeding my mind with stuff at that time, it didn't make any sense to me at all. Of course not. It was boring. It was complicated. The language was so weird. Remember, I'm an uneducated guy, middle school dropout, so some words in those books were like, what? I have to have a dictionary by my side just to figure out what the hell the guys were trying to say. And it worked. It kicked in some kind of knowledge decades later. Oh, you can quote Nietzsche, or you can do this. Oh, Descartes did that. Oh, Freud did that. Oh. You know what I mean? There are so many different paths we can take to live our lives, to use this awesome gift that is given to us every day. sometimes, or very often, we can be derailed from the direction we're following, and it could stop drifting towards darkness. Even in success, it happens too when you're, just feeling lost away from yourself. When this happens, that's the time when you should go back home, all the way inside of yourself, analyze everything, open your three buckets: happiness, impossible, and the stinky box. You will remember that you are able to be happy. Just open the box and go back any moment in your life where you've been happy in the past. In the impossible moments, how many times in your life have you been faced with something, challenges that you thought you were never going to make it out of it? And here you are. But the most important for me is actually the stinky box, because that's the one that carries the weight of everything that we have done wrong to the world, to other people, all the wrong stuff that we should not have done. And this is the one we have to pay. And sometimes, at least for me, was things that's supposed to work and didn't. Things that's supposed to go right and was going right and then went wrong. And I thought, well, I'm paying for my stinky box stuff. After things that's supposed to go right start going right, I thought in my head, my stinky box is clear, leave it open, don't make any more deposits so I don't have to pay. Once you are totally balanced and understand your powers, understand your abilities and your gifts, and of course, and you know the price you have to pay for the wrong things that you have done. It doesn't matter. Oh, I did it because I was following somebody. Oh, I was under somebody's influence. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you went there and had and delivered the action. So it's your fault. You're going to have to pay for that. Doesn't matter if you believe it or not. If you think it's your fault or not, you're going to have to pay for that. Right? So once you realize all that, come back home, come to the world, come here and go live the best life ever. Right? The best living of your life, because your life is awesome every day. Every day you open your eyes, you feel something is life being given to you for free. And free will comes along to allow you to do whatever you wanted to do. How can that be bad, right? You got the power to make your decisions. Oh my God. My phone is dying. Oops, sorry. I don't know if I lost the connection. My phone was ringing. I suppose I forgot to put it on airplane mode. But anyway, at the end of the day and all that situation, when you come out, when you're here, go after the life, go after the living of your life. Enjoy this gift as much as you can, because it's all for you. And you are the only one capable of making this dream come true, of making whatever you have in your head manifest in amazing ways. Now, ta-da, we are starting the experiential workshop series at the Silo. So tomorrow is the first one. It's full, it's complete, it's awesome, but March is already available. So if you would like to go to workshop.thesilo.org and register for the March workshop, it will be awesome, fantabulous. There will be stories of people that have been all the way deep down the dark gutters of life, followed by sessions with professionals. They are specialized in brain tuning, right? Neuroplasticity of the brain, which is your brain's ability to create new paths that can help you change that predetermined direction that maybe life put it there for you. Once you understand your brain, how it works, and all the decisions you can make, and all the control you can have over your own life, over your living, over your thoughts and your powers, it changes everything. It's another piece of help that could lead towards the living of your dreams. Share with your friends, share with everybody. It's awesome, and help us, of course. And this is entirely free, thanks to the professionals. They're all volunteering their time because they really want to help. and Healthcare Advocates International from Stratford. Awesome people. So thanks to the professionals and Healthcare Advocates International, we can provide this experience at no cost to you if you are in need. If you want to help me a lot, you can go and share positivevibrationsalways.org with your friends and everybody, and ask people to just go and subscribe or hit the bell to get the announcements and all that, because this community is growing to an awesome place for like-minded individuals interested in sharing the good stuff. And I'm having some plans here to make it more interesting. I'm really loving this. I'm really having a lot of good time here. And the exchanges with you is awesome. It makes me feel really, really glad that we are having an opportunity to build this amazing community of good people. And in the meantime, if you are in need or have the desire to visit an awesome magic place with tons of history and positive energies and healing powers, come to Hunt Hill Farm, visit the silo, get a little bit of our amazing history here, or just take your time alone and breathe in some positivity and some fresh air, blessed fresh air from Hunt Hill Farm. If you could, on your way here, bring 1 pound of non-perishable food that will be donating to support New Milford Social Services fight to eradicate hunger in our town, it will be fantabulous, because at the same time, we are supporting the achievement of the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals, number 1 and 2, eradication of extreme poverty and hunger. It means a lot to me, because an empty stomach feeds a very dangerous mind. And I had one of those, few bullet wounds and stab wounds that can validate this statement. In the meantime, again, I would like to wish you a fantabulous weekend filled with love and happiness and strength, and believe in yourself with the full ability to go after the living of your dreams and manifest all the good stuff that you deserve, with tons and tons and tons of positive vibrations always. Thank you very much.